Hi, this is Melanie for the Pardesi channel. Last night I went out and saw the Telugu film Bhaagamathie starring Anushka Shetty. So when I saw the trailer for Bhaagamathie, I'm like, this is not for me. This is a horror film. This is haunted house. I'm a scaredy cat. But I said, you know, people like, are you going to go see it? Are you going to see it? And I wasn't that excited about seeing it. But one of my commenters said, it's really more of a thriller. It's not that scary, you know, fine. So, and we had our own horror show last night, which was the president doing the State of the Union speech, and I wanted none of that, and I just wanted to get out of the house and do something different. The people who said it wasn't that much of a horror film were right, although I will give it this. Some Indian films that I have seen that are trying to be scary have fallen flat because the background music and the soundscape have just not matched the tone of the movie that they're trying to do. This film had great creepy background music, and I was seeing it. It was said it was Dolby sound. It was fantastic. All of the jumps and the scares, a lot of them were due to the sounds, and I have to credit the filmmakers for that because it was right on point. The director of this film, his name is Ashok, and he thought of this script back in 2012. He approached Anushka Shetty. She was the one that he wanted to play Bhaagamathie, and her character's name is Chanchala. So she was his #1 choice. And of course, she was tied up for quite a long time with the Bahubali films, and she also was going through the weight gain and loss for the size 0 romantic comedy. So rather than recast, he waited until she was done with these other commitments so that he could have her, and I think that was great. So this is her first film post all of the Bahubali, you know, stuff, and she's the perfect person for this role. I can't even imagine someone else, because I mean, you've seen in the trailer when she kind of is possessed and she looks all regal. It's just like going full Devasena. That's the way I would put it. She's going full Devasena. Anushka Shetty, again, she is fantastic. So I have to credit Ashok for a really good script to this thriller. It got a little long, and then it was really convoluted and complicated towards the end. You know, all the reveals, all the twists. There was twist after twist after twist. And it was like, whoa, my head is spinning here at the end because there's so much being revealed. But credit to him, all of that time that he spent waiting for Anushka Shetty to be ready to make the film, he spent polishing this script so that it was really good. And the production design, it was, I mean, in the US and the Western films, we so often seen the same kind of look to a haunted house. And this was such a different look, and it was just, I have to credit to them. At the very end of the film, they show kind of them building the set, the elaborate set. And it was quite something. I mean, it was just really of scale and super creepy. And it was really cool. I don't want to spoil a lot of this movie, because part of the fun of it is just experiencing all the twists, and there's so many little, you know, gotcha scare moments, you know, of a crow flying suddenly or whatever, and those are just really fun. The people in my audience would get all scared, and then they would kind of laugh at themselves for getting scared at something, you know. The director plays many little gotcha moments like that on the way to building up the plot. But as we saw in the trailer, Anushka plays Chanchala. She's some sort of prisoner, and she's being taken to this haunted house for questioning, like kind of off the books. It's interesting, the other supporting characters that are in the movie. So Murali Sharma, who I love in just about any film, he's playing I think his title, he's the ACP. So he's driving her to this haunted house, but you can see that there's some sort of history or backstory or something with them. From the beginning, you can tell there's some sort of vibe there. It was a delight that Asha Sarath, who I just saw in a very similar role in Drishyam, is a sort of intelligence officer. I don't know what her title would be, CBI, whatever, that she's the one doing the questioning. So instead of having a man, it was just fun. It was woman against woman in those interrogation scenes. So that was very fun. There's flashbacks to a love story with a character's name is Shakti, and the actor is Unni Mukundan. Okay, people watching this, what else has he done? I looked him up, and he seems to have been mostly in the Malayalam industry, which interestingly also Asha, also, you know, known from Malayalam, like Drishyam. So I have to know, what is his other best films? Because, oh, I saw him. He was the sort of the villain in Janata Garage, because it was making me crazy. Where have I seen him? Where have you seen him? So he has done another Telugu film, but he is evidently mostly known for Malayalam films. So clue me in, people, because, yeah. Anyway, loved their backstory, romance. That was all wonderful. So the couple of songs that are in the film are kind of montages of the development of the relationship, and they do that through song. Not that they're singing and dancing, it's montage stuff. This is really a solid thriller. It has some horror elements. In the trailer, we saw her nailing her hand to the wall. I still don't like watching that scene. But it's not so overly creepy or scary. It's certainly not gory in any way besides that. I just liked the mix of the humor elements with the thriller elements. And, you know, the director was really having a good time playing with the audience's reactions and getting those jumps and getting those scares and taking us down one path of a plot, and then we think we know what's happening, and then turning that on its head. And I sort of thought I had things figured out, but I didn't completely have things figured out. And so that was kind of nice, is that when I got to the end, it wasn't completely, yeah, I saw that coming, because there were some little twists in there that I didn't see coming. So I hand it to the director to really having a really good script for this. So I would enjoy seeing another film by this director. I think he did a really good job. And it's not common that I've seen a Indian film that really, Pizza is the one that comes to mind, that really actually scared me. This didn't scare me as much as Pizza, but it was good. And it was just a fun thriller. You know, it's a nice counter-programming to Padmavat. It's just something completely different. I would highly recommend going to see it. It's not like it's the greatest film ever, but it's a good all-around entertainer. So hands to Anushka, because she completely carries the movie, and just she's great in it. She's absolutely great. She carries all the different things that she has to do, and I'm looking forward to see what projects that she's going to do next. She was so great in the Bahubali films, and I just, you know, I love that everyone involved with Bahubali is getting a springboard to be able to do all sorts of different things with their careers, and it's exciting to see all of them start to come out into the theaters. So we're still so long to wait. I know they're still filming, but Prabhas is the one that I'm really like, how long can I have to wait? Please like this, share it, follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Pardesi YT.